Hi, I'm En. If you're an artist stuck on Windows because Clip Studio Paint has a grip hold over your workflow, you are not alone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Clip Studio Paint on Linux using wine bottles, a tool that makes running Windows apps surprisingly painless. I'll be demonstrating this process with a freshly installed CachyOS, a Arch-based distribution, but these steps should work on most Linux distributions, with the difference being how you get wine on your system. I'm following the method outlined in the Wine HQ app database guide for Clip Studio Paint, which I've also linked in the description. If you're on an Ubuntu-based system like Linux Mint, I've also linked a guide in the description that covers the installation commands. This video, however, will be focused on the Arch process, but the bottle setup is really identical across distros once you have wine and wine bottles installed. All right, let's get wine and wine bottles installed on my system. I could use the command prompt here, but because I am on CachyOS, I'll be using Octopi, which is a really convenient package manager for Arch Linux. We're going to look for wine, maybe not in all caps, wine. And there it is, wine. We're going to install. It's going to want to install optional dependencies. I'm going to check both of them and hit OK. We're going to install wine first, so I'm going to run that. It's going to ask me to confirm. I'm going to hit yes, enter my password. Look away, please. And in a little bit, we will have wine on our system. There it is. I'm going to click this little alien icon, and I'm going to look for bottles. There it is. We're going to hit install, hit check. It's going to ask me if I want to get the Git version or just bottles regular. I'm going to get bottles regular because I don't want to build it from the source. Review, yes, please. Password. And we are done. We now have wine and wine bottles installed on the system. I'm actually going to come back to the wine database here and scroll down to 4.x because that's the version we want to install. I'm going to hit that. And if we scroll down a little bit, there is a very convenient written instruction for this guide. First of all, we're going to install the necessary dependencies. So we're going to download Microsoft Edge for Windows, which is really funny considering we're not on Windows, but we're going to grab that. We're going to grab Microsoft Edge WebView 2. This is going to get the asset store and the panels working on the Clip Studio launcher. And lastly, we could directly download Clip Studio Paint version 4.1 from this link here. Awesome. And it looks like we are downloading everything. It is, oh wow, it is slow. In the meantime, as that is downloading, let's get our wine bottles interface set up. So I'm going to boot up bottles. And in this interface, we will create a new bottle. This is going to be for our Clip Studio Paint. It's very important that we set the runner here to syswine 10.20. We're going to hit create, and it's going to take a little bit to install bottles here too. All right, bottles is created. We're going to hit close. We're going to open up our bottle here real quick. Once we have our bottles open, we could come down to quick actions, launch executable, and here we can install our Microsoft Edge setup. We're going to hit run. And this is happening on a separate monitor. But as you can see, we are now downloading Microsoft Edge. And rest assured, I'm not going to make you use Microsoft Edge unless you're a freak and you want to use for some reason. Hey, I'm not going to judge you, but yes, we're going to let that install. It's just necessary for our Clip Studio to run. And I think we're done there. We're going to hit run executable, and we're going to run our Microsoft Edge WebView 2 runtime installer x64.exe, hit run. It took a little second, but we now have another window that popped up saying downloaded Microsoft Edge WebView 2, and I think that is installed too. At this point, I'm going to open up settings. I just want to make sure that we have DXVK enabled here. We have the VKD3D enabled here, and we have the compatibility version set to Windows 10. And before we do anything else, we're going to come down to DLL override. We're going to open that up, and we're going to enter con, C-O-N, CRT140. We're going to hit apply. Then we're going to set this override to native. We're going to hit X. Awesome. Let's come back to the bottles page. We're going to come down to Legacy Wine Tools and open up configuration. In our configuration window, we want to add an application. We're going to go into the x86 file here. We're going to open up Microsoft Edge WebView applications, the numbered folder, and find the Microsoft Edge WebView 2. and we're going to open that and set the Windows version to Windows 7. Apply, okay. Last but not least, we're going to install Clip Studio. We're going to select the executable, hit run. Like all the other applications, it'll pop up a little installation wizard, accept the terms, default folder, and now we just wait. Oh shit. Oh damn, it's zooming. Look at that. Guys, I am so mesmerized by whatever Windows effects this is. This is mesmerizing. Oh, and would you look at that? Clip Studio is finished. We're gonna hit finish, and you'll see Clip Studio appear in the programs. Do not click anything yet because there's still one more thing we have to do. We're gonna come down to configurations. And here again, we're gonna add an application. This time we're gonna go into programs, Celsius, Clip Studio 1.5. We're going to open Clip Studio Paint, and then we're going to select Clip Studio Paint.exe. We're going to hit open, and this time we'll set the Windows version to 8.1. Hit apply, hit OK, and we are done. We're done. We can hit Clip Studio now, but before we do that, I'm going to rename it. I don't like how that is all caps. I'm going to do Clip Studio. I'm actually going to add this as a desktop entry too, and with that, I should be able to find Clip Studio Paint in my application entry. I'm going to run it from here for now. And it has opened. I'm going to hit next. No, thank you. And there it is. It's saying setting up. Please do not launch other Clip Studio applications until this process is complete. That is okay. I understand. It's going to do the setup process. We're going to install the additional materials. And you can now use Clip Studio as you would on any other device. But before we do any of that, I'm going to let it finish downloading all of the processes here. Before you do anything, do not hit the login button. Do not hit, I repeat, do not hit the login button. The login button is broken. We will be logging into Clip Studio via the application itself, not through this interface. Everything else should work. But do not, I repeat, do not hit the login button. Please do not. Oh my God, do not hit the login button. All right, I'll check back with you once the downloaded additional materials is complete, and then I'll walk you through logging into Clip Studio and testing if it works. All right, we are back. I have Clip Studio set up on my drawing tablet, and we're going to hit the draw button. You may notice that booting up Clip Studio will take a pretty long time. I'm not 100% sure why that is. If anyone smarter than me knows of a solution, please let me know. But there it is. Clip Studio just booted up on my monitor. There it is. And we are being prompted with getting started with Clip Studio. At this point, you can sign into your account by clicking I already have a license. I am going to log into my Clip Studio really quickly. All right, we're connecting to the server. I'm going to activate my license and hit launch. And there we have it. Clip Studio running on Linux. It's going to give you this pop-up that says the current OS is no longer supported. You can continue to use the app. We're just going to hit do not show again, hit close. A great thing that I've noticed about CachyOS is that my drawing tablet just kind of worked out of the box. I don't ever use any of my hotkeys on my drawing tablet anyways, so the pressure sensitivity works perfectly fine. And as you can see, I'm drawing pretty much in real time, and it works really, really well. How about I boot up an illustration that I'm working on and see how that handles it? I'm going to come into my art files, and there it is. It seems like opening up files work perfectly fine. Here's an illustration I was working on. Let's flip to another page. That took a little second to load up, but seemingly everything is a-okay. Actually, you know what? Let's try out the time-lapse feature. Let's open up the time-lapse I have in this file, and it seems like it is working perfectly fine. All of my drawings previously is working, it's popping up. Now, if you come back to the Clip Studio launcher, you'll notice that you are logged into your account, and you should be able to access your cloud, which is important for me because I want to import my workspace. I have my workspace in my cloud. I'm going to download that real quick, and it looks like it is downloaded. I'll switch back to Clip Studio, come to my downloads. I'm going to drag and drop my workspace in, and I have my workspace set up. and it seems like pop-up palettes work perfectly okay. It's a little bit sad that they don't wiggle around, but it works perfectly fine. I hope this video helped you out in some way, and if it did, I would really appreciate if you checked out my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/ninjabox. Bye, happy painting!